let's talk about InVisionApp.com, a free tool for UX design. This is the internet of free things where I give no-nonsense tutorials on how to use a free tool for web developers and designers. Like I said, today we're going to be talking about InVisionApp, a great tool for UX design. So go ahead and make yourself a free account. From here you'll get one free board. So I'm going to go ahead and make my board, a prototype. Call it Fancy Site. Select your device and go with web. So from here you add your assets. So whatever assets you generate in Photoshop can be added here, and then we're basically going to turn that into an interactive design that can be collaborated upon or shared with clients. So I've gone through and made my PNG files here from Photoshop. Just drag and drop them really quickly here. From there, you basically have different screens representing each part of your website. So I'm going to start on the home page. From here you've got preview mode. This is what the client's going to see when you share it. Build mode, where we'll be able to add hotspots or clickable areas of this basically JPEG or PNG file. You can add comments, and then a history mode can show us what we've made in the past. So first we're going to start with the navigation. Just click. From here you'll see you've got quite a few options. For this one I'm going to use overlay. Should bring one of your screens and put it on top of the other. And we're going to do basic navigation. Select a position. And I'm going to say slide in top. So from here you can see that you're kind of given a lot of options on how you want the user clicking on the hotspot you just created, and how that you're choosing how it's going to interact with them. This is really cool because there's no JavaScript or anything, and you can quickly get an idea of what some of the functionality of your website's going to be. So save that. I'm going to go to preview mode. Be able to click and get our navigation. So I'm going to pause it real quick and set up a few hotspots and then show you kind of how far you can go with this. So I've set up some hotspots here. One side note also, you'll want to make a alternative of every screen. So if you have a hover effect, you can make a duplicate of that screen with the hover element and without. So for example, here on my call to action button, I've just set up a hover that will bring up my alternative screen that just has that highlighted. And you can see in preview mode what that kind of looks like. Second part to that, once you're on that screen, so once I'm on the hover effect, you can add another hotspot to create a modal. So from here I've got screen as overlay, and then I've got my modal. So preview, you can see kind of an idea of what you can do with this. So back in build mode, another element I wanted to showcase was you can even kind of some of the other elements that are out there. From home, I've got us clicking here to go to navigation, clicking on our navigation. Got a hover element here for Holly. Once you click on that, you'll be brought to this page. Another really cool thing is you can set up a fixed footer or header. This can be really useful for apps, but also websites. So once we set the footer, preview and see what that's like. So the amount of things you can do with this are pretty impressive. As you can see, you could really give a client an idea of what it's like to click through your JPEGs that you've created, rather than showing them just a static site. Another key element, I think, is like on a page like this, where you've maybe got a long skinny design, you can get a better idea of what it's like to scroll through the design. So once you're done, you have multiple options for sharing this. Mainly I use the URL, and you can set up how you'd like them to be able to interact. For example, where they're going to start, if you want them to be able to scroll through the different screens or kind of keep them confined to that main home page, and then they have to click around and go from there, but not just scroll through. Let's go ahead, copy that link. Show you what that looks like. There you go. So I hope that's helpful. Point of these tutorials or videos aren't really to give you a full 100% view of everything you could do with this free online tool, but rather to whet your appetite of what you could do and see if it's something you want to invest time in. If you'd like to see more videos like this, please subscribe. I'll be posting more videos on free things online that I think are great and that I want to share with you and give you a basic rundown so you can hit the ground running on how to use these tools.